Welcome back, guys. So today we're back to working on the Durango here. I got a little bit of time today, and I think what I'm going to try accomplish is we're going to get this bumper swapped, we're going to get these headlights fixed, and we're going to get the front grille swapped. So I'll bring you along here. I'll probably put you in a speed run on the camera mount, and I'll have you watch me do it. It's not too bad to do. Here, I'll pop the hood for you. And myself, I guess. For this grill, I believe it's just this, couple of those. We need to reuse this bracket because the one from the junkyard is actually rotten right here. So we're going to reuse this bracket, and then we'll adhere this grill to it once it's off. I think, how does that? Yeah, right here. It's a couple of 8 mils going around to adhere the grill to this structure, and then a couple of bolts up top there, or nuts, I guess. And then for the bumper, we've got 2 big bolts down here, and then on the inside, down in here, you gotta pull the inner fender off. There's some bolts holding a bracket on inside of there. But before we take the bumper out, I think we will attempt to do the headlight assemblies. I think I can get at those if I pull this all back. It's a couple of 10 mil hardware, I think 3 bolts. Might have to move this overflow tank. Maybe. Let's start. The older Durango first gen lights, are they mounted differently? I don't think they are, but it kind of looks like it. Because I don't remember it being like that at the U-pole when I pulled them off of that Dakota. No, they are the same. There's a bolt there. Maybe take this bumper off first. Yeah. I should be able to get in here and you'll see this bracket. See this bracket right here? So you could take the... You can't really, you're not supposed to be able to see these bolts right there. But you could take these nuts off right there, or you could take them off of the frame down there. So... We'll see what comes out, and we'll go with that route. Go with that. Alright, so here's the order of operations. It is not how I did it. So the way you want to do this, as I recover my bolt, is it looks like you want to take the blinker assembly off first. And those, I believe, there's a hex head under that cobweb. And then there's a little, or not, yeah, it's not a hex head, it's a star bit. There's a little star bit there. This will slide out of this assembly, which will allow you to disconnect these two, the bulbs anyway. And then you'll have easier access at these two bolts on the bottom, and then there's one more up top here. You just gotta pull this rubber off. And then obviously you don't want to do this, but this is like this because this bulb is bad. I just had it sitting in there. That only has high beam, so we're not gonna do it like that. And then once the headlights are out, you'll be able to slide this bumper bracket up and out because it doesn't go down because of the way the bracket is. So, but yeah, you get the blinker assemblies out, then the headlight bezels on both sides, and then the bumper will come up. And I think with these out, you might be able to get at this from the top if you're creative. Otherwise, the fenders, it's fine. With a, what, a 6-inch extension? And, or is that a 12-inch extension? Whatever. I think it's a 6-inch extension. But, and a 18 mil socket. It's all 18 mil hardware for the bumper. There's 10s for this, and I don't know what star bit size those are. So it's a T10, and there's only one. I was mistaken. That other one's for an adjuster. But it's a little hard to get in there with some bigger sockets. Just be wary. This is botched, so I guess I gotta take at least one of these brackets out to get it the slide around. I'm gonna go with this side because it's easier to get at. So we're gonna take that bracket out, and then this will let me push the bumper down and then pull the other side out and it'll come out. But it's kind of slotted, as you can see. The one at the junkyard did not come out this hard. It was a lot easier than this. Well, I had to fudge it a little bit, but I got it to come off. I couldn't get these bolts to crack loose with where I was at. I would have had to get this all apart, but I got it out. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It didn't come out that hard at the junkyard, but maybe I took one of these off or something. I don't remember, I guess. But, so the way they had it is they have it behind here, so it doesn't fall out, but then it's stuck here. But, see how it's got an extra slot here? I don't know. What I might try to do is just have them on this side of the bar, because then they'll come off next time you have to take it off, or it'll make it easier to put on, put it that way. I'll see if I can get it the right way, but now I'll put them out here, and it'll make it way easier, and it's only like, what, that much a difference? That ain't very much difference. It probably, you won't even notice it. The bottom of this fender's a little rotten here, too. Careful with that. But yeah, so what we gotta do is, I believe, replace these pigtails because they're all corroded. Or it might just be the light socket, I don't remember. I'm gonna try to get this off for you. Yeah, so this is all corroded and I can't get them to make good continuity. These are corroded as heck here. So, I think I was just gonna splice those other ones on here and then just call it a day, but I'll fiddle around with the other connectors and see if I can get them to work without having to do any wiring. That would be ideal. I don't think there's anything wrong with this one. I think this is good. I believe it's the same deal here. Yeah. I think the other side's fine. I think it's just this side if I remember. But I'm gonna play around with these lights for a bit. Get them all to work first before we do anything here. But I've had it running here. I wanted it to warm up, charge the battery a little bit. It's been off for 2 weeks, but I left the battery hooked up, and with that new computer, it hasn't gone dead. Oh, nice and warm in here. But yeah, it used to go dead immediately with this thing. I wonder if this was drawing power too, you know what I mean? But it hasn't gone dead now, so that's cool. Yeah, here's that good headlight I have for the passenger side, and here's all of these with their pigtails and everything still attached. I think I grabbed all 4 just in case, so I had some extras, and I got some extra bulbs in there too. So we'll play around with that. I'll see if I can get all the lights to work, and then we'll start reassembling. May 14th and 99. That's the original bulb from the driver's side. Testing bulbs here because I'm about to make a run. All the brake lights work, tail lights, reverse lights, all the front lights work except the 2 markers and the license plate light. I had 1 light bulb around that I could use for the license plate, and then I'll just get a pack for the front marker lights. But I'll have to do some work here, probably put some like plastic tape on here, like clear tape, and clean this up a little bit. But hey, we got a license plate light now. That's important. Well, look at that. That turned out pretty dang good. Did a lot of fighting getting the hardware out that adheses this metal to the plastic here, but I got it. Actually, so the bolts that came with the the rusty red one, which is, I believe, sitting right here, those bolts came out way better than the ones that were in the chrome bumper. Surprise! I don't know why, but they did. So I got them in. I don't got one here. I couldn't get one in here. And then there's one in here that I couldn't get all the way tightened back down. It just is what it is. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11 or so. And then plus there's 2 on each fog light as well. But yeah, I scrubbed it down a little bit with some dish soap and a rag. It's going to be the cleanest part of the vehicle, that's for sure. So I'm going to fight to get it on, and I'll let you watch me here. But other than that, did make a trip to O'Reilly's and picked up 2 marker light bulbs here. And so that means that all of our external lights work. High beam, low beam, both blinkers, running lights all work in the front and rear, reverse lights, brake lights. And the license plate light, which I've got the I got the housing for it kind of glued back together as best I could. So, yeah, I'll put you on the stand here, and you'll watch me struggle with this darn thing. I'll show you what I was struggling with here. So when you're putting this bracket in, see this lip on the bottom of the bumper there? the bracket gets caught on that, so you kind of gotta like go at an angle, get the bottom side on there first, around that bracket there, and then you'll be able to kind of fudge it in there and get it flush. I was having an issue getting it in there before, but got them all snugged up by hand. We're taking care of these lights in the yes, definitely the best proper manner right there. Well, that should be fine. I had to take this side off to get the one in, but I figured I'd do this side because I've got this apart here, you know, so I can get in there and put this back in. But I did put one little scuff on the driver's side when I was fiddling with it the first time, but I'm not worried about it looking at the fenders. So yeah, we'll get this side in there. Gotta try to get this headlight bulb out of the way without there. That's what I should have done, is tucked him up there. Now he is definitely out of the way. There. And we'll mess around with that, get this side in, kind of get it, try line it up with the fenders and stuff, and then we'll tighten it down. Alright, well, I think that's going to be our final product. As far as the bumper goes. Just a little touch out from the fender right there. Just a little touch out from the fender right there. The center guy lines up pretty dang good with the center of the front grille. The gap here is pretty even. I think that's what we're going to send it with. Yeah, no, that looks real good. So much better without that big rust hole. Granted, the truck, it came off. I had some really rusty fenders here, as you can see. I'll try to scrub some of that out. Look at that. It's going to scrub out just fine. See that? And that's just me wiping it with my finger. Should polish up pretty nice. Yeah, just have to clean it real well. But that'll come out. Otherwise, the fender, or the bumper looks real nice, real nice. So I'll get it tightened down here, and then start playing with the headlights, I think. look. That looks pretty good. Whoa. Oh, it ain't perfect by any means, but it wasn't perfect before. That's way better. I made 2 big mistakes. I was holding the can wrong, and I clipped the edge right there, and once up there. And when I went to recover on that one, I dropped a hair, which I got out with the pliers, and then one more scrape right there, but that's not bad. It's got hail dings and dents that I can see that I couldn't before, that's for sure. Oh yeah. I got this fender here. Obviously there's still clear coat here that's old, so you can tell, but it gives it a whole different feel. Look at that. We'll see how that dries. It's way better than it was though. I'm about out of this can, but I might try touch some of that if I can. None of the stuff on the roof matters, but neither is the hatch. That should get replaced. Driver's side's not as bad on these door pillars. It's just up top there. But yeah, I got lucky. It's like 50 degrees today, so I wanted to, because I was going to put this grill on here, but I wanted to do this first, see if it would turn out. Or well, I wanted to do this because well, it's warm enough. See how that turns out. Well, this is dry and I'll work on something else. But look at that. See how it looks with that grill on it though. It's gonna look real nice. Nice. I was gonna touch this headlight on this side too. Get that piece of hair out. You're not supposed to touch stuff before you paint it. Get the oils on your skin, but deal with it. There. I did clean that and prep it okay-ish. Yeah, this can's about empty. Let's see what I can do right here. No, I gotta clean that. It's not cleaned. Okay, well, I got a little bit of a can left. Maybe I'll touch something else up. Hey, you've got this little bit right here on the plastic. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, it's way better than it was. Well, I ran out of 1K clear, but I have this wheel gloss clear coat. And so that's what I did up here. And it's not that bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is absolutely crap and the wrong way to do it. But if I'm standing 10 foot back here, it's really not as noticeable. And remember, I haven't scrubbed or cleaned any of that, just what we painted up there on the tops. It's way, way less noticeable. Almost wish the clear coat came completely off on the rest of it. The only thing left that I really got to touch up is the roof up here. Maybe when the rest of this dries, I'll open the doors and scrub that up. I'll hit it with this wheel gloss. The only reason I would do that is because when you're sitting right here, when this is not on the windshield, you can see that top there, and I think that would make it pop just a little better. But just having that hood done is, oh, that's so much better. Just wait till we have that chrome grille in there. Anyway, we're just going for you know, a little bit more appeal. We're just doing what we can where we can. And we're doing it on the cheap. Everything I had, I already had all this stuff, so. That didn't go very well for that grill. Got one to back out. That one broke, and then all these backed out of the grill. So, got the new grill on here. See how she looks. Look at that with that paint. Oh, I didn't pop the hood shut. Or is it locked? Dumbass. But I did, I think, just pop the lock shut. Let's check before you shut the hood. And I thought I did. I missed that. Am I going to be able to get that lock to... Oh, it is open. I don't know what I'm doing here. There. How about that? I would say that that is a huge improvement in the look of this thing. I do want to let you know that when you're, most of the time you shouldn't have to, but in my case, the support brace for the grill that bolts into the underside of the hood was rotten on the Dakota. I took this off, so I had to swap. This is the original brace on the new grill. The plastic, there's 4 screws, or yeah, screws right up in here. They the plastic in these grills are brittle, so be very, very, very gentle is what I'm gonna say. And try, if you have to do that, do it on your old grill first. So in case you mess up, you won't break your new grill. That's what I did, and I was able to. I got one that's not right, but it's held in, so we're all good. I do got to put this plastic louver trim thing back up, but other than that, I think that's all done. So we've done some paint correction, and we've got the front end looking nice. Heck yeah. I think that's going to finish up the exterior for me. I might play around with the roof if it gets warm again. It might. So, but otherwise, all we got to do now is interior work. I got the hiccups. That looks real nice. Next day on this paint, it looks pretty good. It feels okay too. It's not too bad. Look at all the dents you can see in it now. It's warm enough again today. It's like 60 degrees. It's December 7th, by the way. Anyway, I cleaned up and I cleared the front part of the roof where it's lower, the part where you can actually see it. And I think that was a well worth decision as well. It's still wet, so it should clean up a little bit, but it's a little hazy still. Not perfect, but hey, like I said, it's way better than it ever was. It never will be again.